January 10th, 2015. A class of middle school kids is tasked by the government with killing an incredibly fast, incredibly powerful yellow tentacle monster who threatens to blow up the planet, but also serves as the kids' homeroom teacher. This is Assassin Classroom, and this anime is freaking amazing. To me, nothing is quite cooler than watching shows about detectives, spies, con men, assassins, and other shadowy figures putting together a plan and getting their shit done. And Assassin Classroom truly embodies that badassery. One of the most absurd and unique premises I've ever seen in a tangible sense of skill progression throughout a massive cast. It is definitely a favorite of mine, and it's also the last good Assassin anime. There's my hot take. Assassin Classroom was the last good anime specifically about assassins. I know that's oddly specific and probably not many people would argue with that, I think. But let me add to that. Animes about undercover, cloak and dagger like professions have continually gotten worse over the past few years. Gone are the days of Assassin Classroom and its truly creative killing techniques, Princess Principal and its beautifully animated steampunk spy aesthetic, and Talentless Nana with its creative and cunning mind games. Only to have a somewhat disappointing new wave ushered in by shows like The World's Finest Assassin gets reincarnated as an aristocrat, can barely even say the thing, an anime where all the interesting real-world assassination techniques are replaced with cheap summoning circles and a lack of dramatic stakes. Or The Train Wreck The Detective Is Already Dead, a show where I literally have no idea where it's trying to... Oh my god, holy shit, this fight scene, oh my god! Now she's in a wedding dress now, wait, what is this anime even about? Or most recently, this season's Spy Classroom. I don't even know what to say. This dude claims to be the #1 spy in the world as if there's some kind of ranked leaderboard for spies like it was League of Legends. The guy just tosses a bunch of padlocks and picks all the locks in midair. And it was at that very moment I knew this anime wasn't interested in spies or espionage or any of that shit. Maybe it just wants to incite a waifu war, who knows? By the way, I'm picking this girl. All these new anime that feature spies and assassins and all that stuff have really fallen out of touch with reality. It's almost like they're missing the point. We aren't here for your characters, we're just here for the cool looking spy shit. No, that's not quite right. So I was a majority of the way through finishing the script for this video, and that's kind of when I realized. I'm just wrong. Like, how did I miss this? How did I miss it so obviously? There are still very good anime being made about spies and assassins today. In 2022, we had both Spy Family and Licorice Recoil, and nothing screams undercover operations more than these two anime. Anime that I have watched all the way to completion and very much enjoyed. But wait, I thought, Spy Family isn't really about spies. Sure, there are spies in the show, but we're really here for the character interactions, the found family, 3 characters who when they come together they complete each other. It's not about the espionage, the recon, or the missions. It's about finding a place where you truly belong. So I was left sitting there, realizing the most obvious thing. All the assassin and spy stuff is just an aesthetic. It is just the means of telling the story. The reason Assassin Classroom was so amazing and so memorable in the first place is because it tells a story of outcasts. And that kind of story really resonates with people. Kids who were banished from their school and scrutinized by the other students, they had to face their inner demons and overcome this challenge of saving the planet by working together. And the assassin hijinks were just a means to tell that story. When you think about it, it's very similar to Spy Family, which is very similar to Princess Principal, which is very similar to Licorice Recoil. Even in the example of The World's Greatest Assassin Gets Reincarnated, I don't like that show. But I can at least acknowledge that it was just trying to create a story that appeals to a specific power fantasy. Am I sad that the realistic assassin aesthetic was wasted there? Yeah. But clearly there's a very large market for this stuff, so I honestly can't be mad at it. And so it all comes back full circle. I'm sat here thinking, wow, I came up with the perfect video idea to make my nice month-long comeback. And no. At the very least, I learned a very incredibly basic, pretty obvious tenet of storytelling, at least. But nevertheless, thanks for putting up with my confusion. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll catch y'all later.